Saturday morning, it's time for the Experts program here on Power Talk Radio, 1460 and 101 FM. Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, on the line with us. Hello, Luis.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Doing well. I'm looking forward to our topic today. It's a really fascinating one, and I hope people aren't misled by the title of our talk, but it's pig butchering. Pig butchering is not what you would think. We're not talking about the best ham hocks and bacon and pork shoulder and all that, but rather, it's a term that swindlers use, or to describe what swindlers do. So let's get into what pig butchering scams are. Go ahead.
Yeah. So pig butchering, in general, it's a practice of fattening up a hog before the slaughter, right? So the idea, this is something that people that grow pigs do, but the bad guys have taken over the term to describe how they will groom somebody, developing an element of trust and familiarity until they finally swoop in for the kill, whether that's stealing money or getting you to invest in some sort of scheme that they have. But it all starts with either a text, and I'm sure we've all gotten these texts that'll say like, "Hi," or "Who are you?" or "How did you get my number?" Something like that. Or even like a WhatsApp message or a Facebook message saying something similar. And the idea is they're trying to get you to respond. And when you do, they start developing a relationship. So you'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is. Who are you?" And they'll say, "My name is Tina." And you'll say, "Oh, I'm Mark, and I don't know how you got my number." And then over time, they start asking you about your family. They start telling you about their family. So you develop this relationship that's built on messaging or text going back and forth. And at some point, they introduce an idea that, "Hey, I'm a financial planner. I'm a stockbroker. I'm somehow somebody that can make you a lot of money if you send it to me." And by now, maybe it's over days or weeks or even sometimes months, you've become really familiar with this person. You develop a sense of trust, and you send them money or transfer money to an account that they tell you to send them. And next thing you know, you're out those funds and they disappear. And that phone number no longer exists.
Exactly. So that's fattening up the pig for butchering. And it's funny that people will establish a relationship online with someone they've never met and then basically act like that they know them, as if they were someone that you've met in real life, and start trusting them, which just seems like a bad idea overall. But this has become a very popular thing. I've read a little bit about this. One of the things I've read that's a kind of a tip-off to a scam is a lot of times these types of requests will come in either as a wrong number on your phone, a supposed wrong number on your phone, or it will come over Facebook Messenger. And then the person will say, "Do you have WhatsApp? Can we communicate over WhatsApp instead of Facebook Messenger?" And then you should think to yourself, well, why would they want to do that? Because what's the difference between Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp? I mean, they both take the same amount of time to use. One doesn't seem any easier than the other. So that to me is kind of a tip-off. That's kind of a red flag when they immediately want to go right to the WhatsApp.
Yeah, and one of the other things that they do is they create a fake identity with a Facebook page or Instagram page, and they'll tell you, "Oh, check out my Facebook page or check out my Instagram page." And the idea there is to, again, create a sense of connection and a sense of reality. "Oh, this is a real person. Look at her Facebook page or his Facebook page. Look at her or him with his friends and partying." And they usually are someplace far away, like Hong Kong or Shanghai or Eastern Europe. And they say, "Well, calling is expensive. I can't afford to do that. So let's just continue to talk via Messenger or talk via text because it's cheaper." And it's an old scam. It's been around for, I think, as long as humanity's been around. It's just now gone high tech, and you just need to be as leery as you are any other time you meet people that you don't know, and they start to befriend you and maybe suggest that you send them some money or loan them some money.
Right. And one of the other things that they'll tell you about is Bitcoin is a big thing with them. Using cryptocurrencies to invest, and they will attempt to get you to invest in the cryptocurrencies. They'll be telling you, "I just made $150,000 on cryptocurrency, with this Bitcoin. I'd like to introduce you to the friend of mine who handles my investments," and they want you to make an online contact. One of the other things that people should be wary of is there's two things. This individual that you're communicating with on WhatsApp or Messenger will never want to talk to you over the phone, and they will never want you to talk to their quote-unquote investment advisor over the phone. Everything has to be done via the text or the Messenger apps, and that should be a red flag flag as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If somebody says, no, I can't talk to you, don't call me, or, we can't talk, then definitely at this point, if you still are involved and still communicating, it's time to hang up and move on with your life.
Yeah, and block them. That's the other thing to do. All right. Any other, and we're kind of talking about this because the month of October is cybersecurity awareness. This type of pig butchering is one of the newest scams that have come out. These people are always working and looking at new ways, figuring out how to get what you have.
Exactly. And it's, like I said, it's an age-old thing, and they're just using high tech to make it easier. And the thing is, they can target a huge number of people. They can send this same text to 10,000 cell phone numbers all at once.
Right.
And they know that all they need is one or two people to respond, and they've hit pay dirt.
Well, what's the old saying? Human nature doesn't change, just the methods change.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That's Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us today here on Power Talk Radio. Online, you'll find them at alvareztg.com, at alvareztg. That's the Twitter handle. Luis, what's the phone number for the I-Team?
Give us a call at 866-78-I-Team. That's 866-784-8326.